So welcome to the brewery. Here it's a place of transformation of cereals. So I make beer from the farm cereals, and also I produce flour. Flour grinding is a small activity I started this year. Especially it came with the confinement period during which I wanted to propose some other alternative for flour. So this in this place the cereals are coming from another building of the farm, and what will be coming out of this place is beer on one part and on one side, and flour also. So the production itself, it takes place. It all starts with the three tanks we have in front here. So basically, when we produce beer, we mix cereals and water to transform the content of the grains into sweet juice that we call in French le mou, and afterwards we make an alcoholic fermentation on this product. So there are two big phases in the beer production: the transformation into sugar of the cereals in juice, and the second part, the fermentation process. So the first part takes place here. I put a mixture of cereals from the farm, especially barley, mainly barley. At least 70% of the recipe is made of barley, but I can also use wheat, rye, and oats. So I make a mixture of cereals and hot water, and over time it takes approximately 2 hours to transform the content of the grain into a sweet juice that I extract from my tank, and then I put it in this middle tank, which is a boiler. So I boil I boil this cereal extract, and I add a little bit of hop that is not coming from the farm, but I'm using only small quantities. So it's not a beer which is centered on hops, but more on the cereal, because I'm just like when we produce wine, we want to express our identity of the ground with terroir. So I'm trying to do a little bit the same with the beer. So once this is boiled, I will cool it down and bring it to another type of tank, which is just behind you. So this tank will receive the fermentation process. So I will add yeast from my preparation, and the fermentation will take from 2 weeks to several months, according to the kind of beer I want to produce. And during the fermentation process, all the sugar contained in the cereal extract will convert to alcohol and CO2 that will be degassed from the top of the tanks. So the fermentation process is almost the end of the process. After fermentation, I will put in bottle or in small tanks, and there will be a maturation that will be approximately 2 weeks to several months, according to the product I make. And after it can go to the market and to my partners to be sold. There is another thing I didn't talk about. This is a cooking machine I designed and fabricated to be able to make a torrefaction on the cereals just before to make the brewing process. It is used especially for brown beers, dark ales, to get the torrefied aromas and colors.